Hey there, fellas. We're here to record episode number 3 of the Late Grind. This is a show where we hang out a little bit. We drink a little bit of coffee in the afternoon at 3 p.m. and we share stories of just amazing people out there. And today, look who we have here, Rodney, the snake guy. Reed.
Snake guy.
Hey, Rodney. How's it going, man?
Hey, guys. How are you, fellas?
What's
Doing
up?
good. How are you?
Doing really good. Crazy out here. It's Hey, Gabriel. How are you? Good to see you guys.
How's it going, bud?
Hey, Rodney. So, just to get started,
man,
tell us the story.
Staying.
Tell us the story how you got
Well,
into catching snakes.
Yeah, I mean, it started about 6 years ago in River Place in Austin, Texas, in my neighborhood. Some of our neighbors had a couple of big rattlesnakes, and they're from New York and weren't familiar with how to handle snakes. And I don't know why they called me, but they called me. Maybe I'm a little rougher around the edges than most. They went down and got it. Sure enough, there were about 3 of those big snakes in about a 2-month period in that same cul-de-sac. And I got to tell you, just small community, a bunch of caring and team members together, and I sharing my phone. You know, it's hard for me to say no, so I was on the go, picking up a bunch of snakes on a regular basis, and one thing led to another. You know, here we are 6 years later. I'm taking like 300 snakes a year and removing and relocating them so that you know, our kids and pets are all safe, and that we're not in any danger living in the gorgeous hill country.
That's great, man. So you turned you know, a neighborhood necessity, a neighborhood need into a community service.
Yeah, it's absolutely a community service. It's paid off. You know, I tell people all the time, the joke is I don't charge for this, but the truth of the matter is it pays off dividends, man. I started this when my kid was 7.5 years old. She's now 13. So to see her watch and go along a lot of the times and put in the time and the effort and kind of give up some of our own personal time to help the community. I see it in her. It's a pay it forward move, and I love what it's doing for her. I feel proud of it. You know, it helps us both sleep a little bit better at night knowing we're helping the community. And, you know, after all, you wouldn't think it. You know, I went to a show years ago, and the old timers there didn't believe how many snakes that I remove here in Austin. And I started going through some videos and photos and showing them. They were like, oh my gosh. But yeah, we really do. We live here in one of the best places in the country, in Austin, Texas, hill country. We're just infested with snakes, and not to scare anybody off, always been to help out anytime I can. But
hey, we have proof for those naysayers, for those unbelievers. We have proof here. You know, we showing pictures here of you with some of the critters that you have picked up and catched.
Now, Rod, I was reading an article about you last couple of years ago,
some photos,
and it said that you don't claim to be a professional.
Of some. Again?
I lost you there. I think
yeah, you're breaking up a little bit, Rod. Well, here we're seeing some photos of Rod.
Sorry, say that one more time. I've had other close calls. You still there, guys? You hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Good. So Gabe had a question for you.
Rod, can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah, I can hear you now.
All right. How would you know? I was reading an article about you a couple years ago, and it said you don't claim to be a professional. So, I mean, what the hell is that? What you're doing is pretty professional. What would be the difference between a professional and what you do? Nope. And he's gone.
Yeah. Snake guy is breaking us. It's breaking on us. All right, so we'll try to catch him later. That's we're having some technical problems today. No worries at all. That's what the late grind is about. Just overcoming challenges.
I'm gonna go ahead and stop the live and probably resume it once things are.
Once he connects back. Yeah. So it's really crazy. I've been living here in Texas for a year and a half, and I have seen only a snake once at the parking lot where I work. And I froze a little bit, but then Rod told me that that's just a rat snake, nothing to be worried about. If it doesn't have any flashy colors, or if it's just there laying down, just don't pay attention to it and walk around it. Yeah.
I was showing the picture you sent me of Rod catching snakes, and I showed them to a friend of mine that's, she loves snakes, and actually she has a python. And the thing is that when she saw the pictures, she mentioned that he's not using like any safety at all. He's just like winging it,
Yeah.
I think that's and look at that. He's wearing flip-flops, catching snakes.
He's a daredevil.
Yeah. I'm sure he's like, I don't know, man. Look at that.
Yeah, day and night. He's fearless, man. I tell you, that's why people call him.
Sure, he's violating some regulations, I think, but which makes sense. He doesn't claim himself a professional. But I think it's pretty badass. It's impressive.
It is.
What he does and the way he does it too.
So hey, what would you do, Gabe, if you were to encounter a snake, let's say in your backyard or on the toilet?
And running's not an option. I can't just run away. I have to do something.
You have to do something. Yeah.
What would I do? I would call Rod.
Yeah. That's I have it on speed dial because of that.
Yeah, I don't like snakes, man. I don't like reptiles. I don't like any of that. Horrible.
Well, that's why there's people, there's professionals in the world, and then there's Rod, the snake guy. So to take care of that.
Right.
All right. So we'll try and catch Rod later at a later time and go back live if he has a better reception. So that's it for today, man. That's today's late grind.
Yeah, that's frustrating, but let's go. Keep on grinding.
That's it. All right. Thank you for watching this. If you have suffered through till the end, and we'll catch you later on the next episode of The Late Grind.
All right.